Okay, now let us talk a Dracula Untold, starring Luke Evans, Charles Dance, directed by Gary Shore, 2014. This movie is a good example of what I think will happen a couple years from now when the perverted fallen angels arrive, along with their human apprentice, their human bloodline, and their offsprings. As we know, they always play good cop, bad cop. In this movie, Luke Evans' character is very admirable. After all, he's trying to save his family and his people. So, as a leader, he's going to try and make that decision. If you see a great power attacking your people, then you're going to search for an even mightier power to combat this evil that is befalling your people. But unfortunately, no one told him, you do not make a deal with the devil. You do not make a deal with his apprentice, his children, nor his bloodline. You cannot win them, not even if you try. These evil, deceptive ones know what you're thinking. They know who you are before you even approach them. They will set the situation up so that you walk in the trap. And that is exactly what happened, and this is how the mark of the beast will work. Because after all, if there's a great power attacking your family, you're going to try and find a even more powerful source, and you are going to do whatever it takes to protect them, not realizing that they started the problem in the first place, and then they're going to come up with a solution which does not solve anything but put you in a darker, deeper state. So let us listen to the dialogue as he makes this deal in the cave. For centuries these moldering walls have been my gallows, but I am bound to this cave, condemned by one that turned me. Oh, I've waited an eternity for a man of your strength, your gift, your will, a man worthy of the dark and all its powers. For if I'm your salvation, you are mine. As he smashed the skull and bite his wrist, pour the blood into the skull. Drink, you will have a taste of my power, the strength of 100 men, the speed of a falling star, dominion over the night and all the creatures, to see and hear through its senses, even you grievous fool. But at what price? Once you drink, your thirst for human blood will be insatiable. But if you can resist for 3 days, you will return to your mortal state, having sampled my power, and perhaps save your people. And if I feed, the price will be worse than if you never stepped in here, for I will be set free, having granted the darkness a worthy offering. You will become its vessel, as I am a scourge on this earth, destined to destroy everything you hold dear, your land, your people, even your precious wife and son. I will die before I harm them. Indeed, you will, I'm afraid. I, however, will be free to unleash my wrath against the one that betrayed me, and one day I will call on you to serve me my pawn, and in a mortal game of revenge. This is not a game. Oh, what better way to enjoy eternity, for this little prince is is the ultimate game. Light versus dark, hope versus despair, and all the world's fate hangs in the balance. And it will be my great pleasure to disappoint you. Drink, let the game begins. And this human here thinks he could outsmart the devil's apprentice. After all, he's in prison, and this man is going to be salvation, his way out. So he chose well, he planned, he knew it was going to come, and he's going to get his chance to unleash his power. He's going to break out of his cell, just like how they're trying to open the Stargate to let them out. So in order for him to come out, blood has to be exchanged. So probably before the Stargate is open, they got to find somebody with a special bloodline to shed that blood at the Stargate to let those wicked, evil, perverted ones out. But as I said before, we cannot make a deal with the devil. You cannot make a deal with his apprentice. You've got to leave them alone. And a lot of young people will fall into the trap because they see it as cool, different, and being rebellious and being disobedient to their parents or those in charge is the cool way to go now, and they will do that and get themselves into some serious trouble. We need to be mindful of our young people. We need to sit down and have a discussion with them and let them realize we're entering dark and dangerous times, and the deception is real. There is nothing simple about these fallen ones and their apprentice and their bloodline. They have been planning for centuries. We need to pray and ask the Most High for guidance, strength, and courage because our young people are depending on us. We need to remain strong in the faith and know that we are well loved and well protected. Ask the Most High for guidance and pray. May the Most High continue to bless us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.